your benefit. Okay, so this example is saying write a program to just a second. Write a program to find out the greatest out of the three entered numbers. So this is what this program is saying. Now, what is the first thing that you are required to do? You have to raise your hand and then I will give you the chance to speak. Okay. There is a raise hand facility on this platform available. Pavitra Chauhan, yes, please go ahead here and tell me what is the first thing we
Sir,
are required to do?
we need numbers entered by the user.
That is absolutely correct. We need three numbers and we want the numbers from the user. Now, how can we do that? You know, first of all, we have to tell the user that he is required to enter three numbers. How can we do that? Using this text window dot write line command, we can do it very easily.
Enter
Enter
a number.
any, enter not any a number, enter any three numbers. I want him to enter all the three numbers in one go. Okay, now when you will press enter, automatically you're going to come on the next line. Now when the user will read this line on the text window, he is going to enter three numbers. Now we have to read those three numbers and we need to store them in three different variables.
Now variable.
Sir, can I tell?
Yes, please go ahead, dear. Tell me the
Sir,
code.
A equals to text window dot read.
A is equals to, just a second, window dot
Read.
is it should be
Read
read
number.
No,
read number,
number.
because read we use for reading the character which the user enters on the text window, right? And
Yes.
read number is used for reading the number, an integer which the user will input on the text window. Fine. So this is a major difference between read number and read function.
And read.
Similarly, we can copy this code and use it for the second variable. So
In this we
here,
will write B equals to.
so we can replace the name of the variable like this. Okay. And here we are going to replace it with C. Now the whatever numbers the user is going to enter on the text window, automatically the first number is going to get saved in this first variable A. Second value is going to get saved in this variable B. And the third number is going to get saved in this variable C. Is this thing clear to every one of you, or is there any issue? Is anything which you're not able to understand?
It is clear, sir.
Okay, so now we have to find out the greatest out of the three. How are you going to do it? See, let's say the number which the user has entered or the number which is there saved in this variable A, it is the greatest one. So for finding it out, this is the command which we can use, right? This is a command we can use for
If loop.
finding.
Yes.
Sir, we will
That
use
the
if loop.
number which is stored in A is greatest out of the three.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
if that number fulfills these two conditions, because I have placed a logical operator, this AND operator in between these two conditions. So it means it is mandatory for that number which is stored in this variable A to fulfill these two conditions, to pass these two conditions, then only this is going to get printed on the text window as an output. A is the greatest. Okay. Is this thing clear to every one of you or not?
Yes.
Why I have made use of this AND logical operator here?
Yes,
Is
sir.
this also clear to every one of you?
सर इस लाइन का मतलब ये हुआ ना कि A B से भी बड़ा है और C से भी बड़ा है.
That is absolutely correct. And the value which is there stored in A, which is there present in A, it has to satisfy both these conditions. It is mandatory for that number to satisfy both the conditions which I have mentioned over here, just because of this and logical operator, okay, which I have placed in between these two conditions. Fine. Now what we can do, we can,
So,
yes,
Copy. Paste.
who's this? You want to say something, dear?
yes, sir.
So now if suppose you want to do the same thing for B also, what you can do, you can copy this whole thing and you can put it over here. Similarly, if you want to check it for C, you can again copy and put it here like this. Now the only thing which we have to change in this
The
code
greater
is
sign.
we need to replace this A with B and
B
this
with
B with A. We have to compare now the value of B with value of A and C, right? Similarly,
B.
we have to here in this third statement, what we have to do, we have to compare the value of C with values of
A.
A and with
B.
C.
C. B, sorry.
B.
B.
Is this thing clear to every one of you or not?
Yes. Yes.
Sir,
Now,
we
as
can
I've
also
told,
Sir,
use else statement in this.
sorry, I didn't catch that here.
Sir, we can use else if instead of
Yes,
doing
we will do that,
without.
Pavitra. We will do that. I am coming to that point only, dear. Right now, there are three different conditions which are present over here. Right now, when I have told you in the previous classes that if there are more than two conditions on which you are working, so for that, what you have to do, you have to separate these if loops using else if keyword. Okay, so here you have to write down else if. Instead of writing if, you have to write down else if. Similarly, here also you have to replace it with else if.
excuse
Is
me,
this thing
sir.
clear to every one of you? Now, once you're done with defining all the three conditions, you have to end
And
the if loop. You have to
Excuse me,
define the
sir.
ending point of this if loop. So that's how you can do it using this end if keyword. Now let's run this program and check out the
Excuse me,
output. What
sir.
is the output we are? Yes, who's this?
सर करने का सकते ना सर एलसिफ के बाद अगली लाइन से शुरू होगा ना वो तो
It doesn't matter, dear. The compiler is not going to do anything with this space. Even if you leave 3 or 4 line of space, nothing is going to happen to the output. It is not going to affect your output.
ओके
Okay, dear. Now let's run this program and check out the output. What is this program correct or not? Let's verify it. So let's enter first number. This is the first number. Now where is it going to get saved? Can anyone tell me?
ए वेरिएबल
a variable.
That is absolutely correct. So it is going to get saved in variable A. It is going to 78 is going to get saved
B
in variable B,
B.
and 89 is going to get saved in
C.
variable C.
C
Variable C.
C
Yes.
variable.
Now one of you have to tell me what is the output we are going to get on pressing the enter button.
सर
C
कैन
is
इट
the greatest number.
C
C is
is greater than
number.
C is greater
C is the greatest
C
number.
is the
Absolutely
greatest
correct.
number.
Okay. Now, I would like to ask from you guys a question. If suppose I don't want to see this C here, instead of this, I want this 89 to get reflected over here. Can anyone
सर
tell
वी
me what we
कैन
can do? What is the change that we can make in this
सर
code over here?
except C we can write 89 on the C
Right here, we don't know about the number now, which the user is going to enter. Suppose if you write 89 here, what will happen if the third number which the user has entered, suppose he enters 60. So then also 89 is the greatest number. This is what you're going to get as an output. The correct way is to, you know, to do it like this. Now what we have done, we have define this variable a outside these two inverted commas. Okay, so now it is going to print the value of a instead of printing a itself on the text window. Similarly, if you will, you need to place this b outside the this inverted commas part,
सर
double
तो 10
inverted
लगाना
commas part.
जरूरी होगा.
Sorry, I didn't get, because it is a concatenation operator. Na? If you want to concatenate these two parts, you have to place this concatenation operator in between these two things.
Okay.
Okay, similarly, you can do here also, you can change it to this thing. Now let's check out the output. So we have to first enter the first number, 78. Let's enter 10 and then let's enter 10 again. Now let's check out the output we are going to get. 78 is the greatest number. Are you guys getting my point? What I'm trying to make you understand?
Yes.
पक्का
Sir,
सबको
what
समझ में
does
आया?
this?
Yes, sir.
Sir, what does this A plus, B plus, and C plus mean?
It means that we are printing the value of a first, and after that we are writing the, we want this thing to get reflected is the greatest number. So what is the value of like suppose Divyansh, if you'll enter
Why
three
are
different
we
numbers,
putting
say
plus
67, 89 and 109. Now Divyansh, can you tell me what is the output you're going to get on the text window?
So can I
This is what you will get as an output.
Sir, 109 is the greatest number.
That is absolutely right.